What is up, Sopranos fans? It's your number one Sopranos YouTuber here, Kino, and I'm back with another Soprano log, Season 1, Episode 2, Do Not Resuscitate. So we got a couple of things going on in this episode. It opens with Tony visiting Junior in prison. Junior wants Tony to make peace with his mother. There's a lot of bad rumors going around about them, but Tony refuses. He doesn't want anything to do with his mother. Tony meets with Bobby Bacala. This is the first time we're introduced to him. The man, the myth, the legend. Bobby is now kind of Junior's only real associate left. I know Junior's got some old people who still work with him, but Bobby is pretty much the only one now that Junior is out of power. So Tony talks to Bobby about the arrangement. So Junior gets to keep the title of boss. He gets to keep 5% of his action, including the Joint Fitters Union. But everything else now belongs to Tony. Tony's taken control of it all. And unfortunately, Junior has to just accept this. There's nothing he can do. There's a problem, though, at the work site for the Joint Fitters Union. There's a protest going on. This black reverend and his followers are mad because there's not any black people working at the job. They're protesting it. They're holding up business. And then Jack Mazzarone has to ask Tony to ask Junior to basically come help break it up. So Tony has his guys go down there. They provoke the crowd, get into a fight. A bunch of them show up and they just beat these guys up and break it up so that business can continue on as normal. It's revealed at the end of the episode that the Reverend who was organizing the protest was in on the whole thing. He's Tony's associate, and this is kind of a scam that they're running. They're holding up the job site intentionally to get money from the job owner, and then they split the money. So that this is a scam that they're working on. It just goes to show you that everyone's getting a taste. At the end of the episode, Junior is released from jail. He is placed under house arrest. He's got an ankle monitor. He can't leave. While he's at home in the shower, he falls down and breaks his hip. So Tony has to come help him and carry him to the car, and they go to the hospital. And it's this kind of tender moment between the two of them. I think earlier Tony had just learned that the Reverend's father had died, and it got him thinking about that generation passing, the older people getting weaker, and someday they're all going to be gone. So I think it helped kind of rekindle a affection between Tony and Junior. I think Tony really is starting to care about Junior more and forgive him for the role in having him almost killed. But that's the one plot going on in this episode. The second is with Janice and Livia. So Janice continues to visit Livia in the hospital and try and take care of her. Livia is not having it. She doesn't like Janice at all. She's been a problem child ever since she was little, and Livia just does not trust her at all. That kind of changes when Janice brings some old music that Livia likes and plays it for her. They start to bond over that, and Livia is starting to actually like Janice now. They're starting to get along. Tony even agrees to not sell their mother's house and instead let Janice and Livia live in there together. Tony's not really fooled by this, but he just wants to kind of see Janice suffer with Livia for a little bit. But this all kind of comes crumbling down when AJ goes to visit Livia and he talks to her about DNR. So he overheard Janice and Tony arguing about whether their mom should have a DNR or not, a do not resuscitate order. Basically, if something happens to Livia, like she gets hurt or something like that, or in a coma, they don't want the doctors to bring her back. Livia realizes that the reason Janice wants this is because what she's really interested in is Livia's money. She wants to get her back to the house, take care of her, make her dependent on her so that she can find out where the money is and then get rid of Livia. That's Janice's whole scam. And Janice pretty much confirms this because we see from her perspective, she's kind of imagining pushing Livia down some stairs and just getting it over with. And so, yeah, that's really what Janice is all about. She doesn't care about her mom, just like everyone else in the family. She's just looking out for herself. But for as of right now, Livia doesn't trust her, but she's going to move back in with her. It's kind of the only option because Tony's not going to continue to pay for Green Grove. Which, funny enough, Livia actually wants to move back there, even though she complained about it that whole first season. She realized she actually kind of likes it. So that's the main things going on in this episode. The other little detail, though, we learn is that Pussy is 100% a rat. He's at the doctor's office, and he gets picked up by an FBI agent, Skip Lipari, also known as Lisp Lipari. Yeah, Pussy is 100% a rat, and he's lying to the FBI. He says he hasn't met with Tony yet, but we definitely know that he has met with Tony. So he is playing both ends against the middle. Trying to manipulate both sides to stay alive and out of prison. But we know that that's not going to last forever. So yeah, that is this episode. Really good one, and I really can't wait for the next one because we're going to get introduced to one of my favorite characters. So stay tuned for that. Thanks.